EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Justice Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you look at this defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
In motion right, that's Hamler. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Desperados take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you look at this defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going again on the ground here with Hill. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first. Now a handoff looking right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Desperados lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Desperados 14, Mounties nothing.
Second and 16. Well, now they'll try the end around. He will not make it back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to swing that one to the outside, but to no avail. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Desperados continue to pull away here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Desperados have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll throw now on the final play. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 5.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Desperados take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They begin the drive with Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Jackson.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Jackson to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll be 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yet another touchdown run for him, and this one is going to put his name in the NFL record books. He's now set the new bar for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now it's Jackson. Able to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Up the middle, it's Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert.